Sports.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The tackle by Cleveland Farrell. A gain of 4.
From the 29, that'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score.
Pass complete to
Miles Boykin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
At their own 1-yard line.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. They'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 98 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
23-yard line.
From the gun, it's locked. And the Raiders have got him. Tanner Muse coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now,
and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Maurice Hurst providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Oh, they're on him too quickly, back, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Well, they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping up the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll begin with a handoff to Howard.
Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jordan Howard, 75 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Austin Seibert on 4.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play. Big-time result.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Gilmore. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call. I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Another carry for the running back.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this round. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to him. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
A gain of 16 on the play. But it's 3rd.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On the delay, it's Howard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. first quarter. Maurice Hurst able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Block now to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. Gilmore. Goes to the right side here. Complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Raiders. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 17 yards out. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack.
13.
They look to throw. It's Locke. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Take over 1st down.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25.
And Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out.
A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
9 yards to go.
Shotgun snap to Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
First down.
On play action, Lock. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Miles Boykin.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. The coach taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
To Miles Boykin.
Miles Boykin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And he knocks it through. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and put him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back to throw. Gilmore. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Block now on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Lock. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of
good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. Open man. He completes it to Jeudy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Now the Broncos will... use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good.
The kick is
and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
35. Broncos 24.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
1-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
Well, he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Raiders.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Cody Barton on the stop.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10. At the Broncos' 37-yard line.
On second down, Jacobs. Fighting through, he's got space. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 5. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Great 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Point after.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
At the 34-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Lock working out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Lock. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. This is the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Again, they'll throw with Lock. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Operating from the gun. Lock. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. From the gun, Lock. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Austin Seibert.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
At their own 2-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charlie. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. Of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out.
So some holding over on the left side of that line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 98 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that carry of 98 yards is now tied for the second longest in NFL history.
Green did it, I believe, in 2003 when he was playing for Green Bay.
Against the Broncos, I think.
And just face it, no matter who was running the ball, for that distance, give them some oxygen as well as the touchdown. What a play.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Clock now on first down. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
The Broncos will line up for the...
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play. All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Complete to number.
It's the fullback there to make the grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
After reviewing the play,
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
the attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I know.
Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
To throw from his end zone, Gilmore. Reception here by Ruggs. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 99 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's... And the Raiders have got him. Tanner Muse able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Operating from the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Lock. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Locke again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
It's third down and 6 yards to go. Again,
it's Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tanner Muse and the Raider D, they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of 40. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
42-yard line.
As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Take it down.
The tackle there by John Johnson. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Down and 9.
Looking to throw. Gilmore. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 81.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw again on 2nd down. The kicker here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. First and 10, here's Locke. And over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing on first down is Locke. Gordon open, completes it. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys